Have you ever gazed up at the night sky and marveled at those sparkling little diamonds in the dark? Most of us have sung the classic lullaby about twinkling stars as kids, but here's a cosmic plot twist. Stars don't actually twinkle. Yes, you watched that right. The enchanting flickering that makes the night sky so magical is just an elaborate trick played by Earth's atmosphere. So, what's really going on? Let's dive into the fascinating world of stellar scintillation and explore why stars appear to dance in the sky. The science behind the sparkle. The twinkling of stars, scientifically termed stellar scintillation, sounds like something out of Harry Potter's spellbook. But this magical-sounding phenomenon is pure science. When starlight enters Earth's atmosphere, it passes through various layers of air with differing temperatures, densities, and pressures. Imagine the atmosphere as a jigsaw puzzle with constantly shifting pieces, and the starlight as a laser trying to get through it. Each boundary between these layers acts like a funhouse mirror, bending or refracting. The light. The constant bending makes the light jiggle and wiggle by the time it reaches our eyes. A twinkling star is born, or at least appears to be. But why doesn't this happen to the sun, you ask? That's because the sun is so close, relatively speaking, at 93 million miles away, and so big that any atmospheric disruptions are negligible. Plus, when the sun's out, you're more likely squinting to find some screen than stargazing. The takeaway? Twinkling is an atmospheric drama, not a celestial one. The stars are steady, it's the air that's a diva. Why don't stars twinkle in space? Let's beam ourselves out of Earth's atmosphere for a moment. Up in space, stars appear as perfectly steady points of light, shining consistently without any flicker. Why? Because there's no pesky atmosphere to disrupt their light. Space is like that perfectly calm Zen coworker who never loses their cool. This is why the Hubble Space Telescope, positioned far above Earth's atmosphere, has given us some of the most stunning crystal-clear images of the universe. Hubble doesn't deal with atmospheric turbulence, and the results are so flawless they could make an Instagram influencer jealous. The difference is staggering. While ground-based telescopes battle atmospheric distortions, Hubble has been snapping HD photos of galaxies, nebulas, and black holes since 1990. Fun fact, Hubble's resolution is so precise that it could spot a firefly next to a lighthouse beam from 7,000 miles away. So when you see a breathtaking image of the pillars of creation or the Andromeda Galaxy, remember it's thanks to the drama-free vantage point of outer space. No atmosphere, no twinkle, just cosmic perfection. The star versus planet showdown. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Twinkling isn't just pretty, it's practical. Thanks to this flickering effect, we can tell stars and planets apart with the naked eye. Stars, which are light years away, appear as single points of light. When this light gets jostled by the atmosphere, it flickers like a candle in the wind. Planets, on the other hand, are much closer. The light we see from them is actually a composite of many points, forming a tiny stable disk. So even if one point gets disrupted, the others hold steady, making planets appear calmer and more composed. Think of it like this. Stars are that one friend who can't stop nervously tapping their foot during a conversation, while planets are the friend who just sits there with a serene smile. Next on your stargazing, use this as your cheat sheet. If it twinkles, it's a star. If it doesn't, congratulations, you're looking at a planet. And hey, if you're lucky, it might even be Saturn, the solar system's very own fashionista with its iconic rings. Twinkling, a nuisance or a blessing? If you're an astronomer trying to take precise measurements of a star's brightness or position, twinkling is your worst nightmare. It's like trying to watch a movie with someone constantly waving their hand in front of your face. But for the rest of us, twinkling adds a touch of magic to the night sky. It's like the stars are throwing a private disco party just for you. And believe it or not, twinkling has its uses. Mariners in ancient times relied on the twinkling of stars to navigate the seas. Even today, amateur astronomers use the twinkle test to distinguish stars from planets. So while it may frustrate scientists, twinkling is a cosmic gift for everyone else. Plus, it gives stargazers an extra reason to wish upon those shimmering specks of light. Just remember to wish on the twinkly ones, not the steady ones, unless you're cool with wishing on Jupiter. Space telescopes, the star paparazzi. Ground-based telescopes are like photographers trying to take pictures through a frosted window. No matter how good the camera is, the results are blurry. Enter space telescopes, the VIP paparazzi of the cosmos. By avoiding Earth's atmosphere, they capture images so clear you could almost frame them and hang them in your living room. The Hubble Space Telescope, launched in 1990, has revolutionized our understanding of the universe. Its images of galaxies, supernovas, and distant planets have been nothing short of iconic. And it's not alone. Newer telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope are pushing the boundaries even further, promising to reveal details about the early universe, exoplanets, and even the atmospheres of distant worlds. Imagine a telescope so powerful it could detect the heat signature of a bumblebee on the moon. That's the level of clarity we're talking about. The Twinkling test, your guide to stargazing, ready to put your knowledge to the test. Next time you're under a clear night sky, try identifying stars and planets using the Twinkling test. If the light flickers like it's doing a little cosmic shimmy, it's a star. If it's steady and composed, you're likely looking at a planet. And if it's blinking red and green, congratulations, you probably found an airplane. For an added challenge, download a stargazing app to help you map out constellations and planetary positions. It's like turning your phone into a pocket-sized observatory. Who needs Netflix when the universe is putting on a free light show? Why do stars twinkle more in certain places? Location, location, location. Ever notice how stars seem to twinkle more when you're in the city than in the countryside? Light pollution plays a role, but the real culprit is atmospheric turbulence. Urban areas tend to have more heat sources, think buildings, cars, and asphalt, creating more turbulent air. Meanwhile, places like deserts or mountaintops have clearer, steadier air, making the stars twinkle less. This is why observatories are often located in remote, high-altitude areas. They're basically the introverts of the scientific world, avoiding all the hustle and bustle to get a clearer view of the sky. So if you're planning a stargazing trip, aim for a location with minimal light pollution and a high vantage point. Trust me, the stars will thank you. Can we eliminate twinkling? For scientists, eliminating twinkling is a dream come true. Enter adaptive optics, a technology that uses flexible mirrors to counteract atmospheric distortions in real time. It's like having a pair of magical glasses that auto-adjust to give you perfect vision no matter what. Thanks to adaptive optics, ground-based telescopes are now producing images nearly as sharp as their space-based counterparts. Still, nothing beats the clarity of a space telescope. That's why missions like Hubble and its successors are so vital. By taking the atmosphere out of the equation, they let us see the universe in all its unfiltered glory. It's like switching from standard definition to 4K ultra. Once you experience it, there's no going back. At the end of the day, the twinkling of stars is a reminder of the beauty and complexity of our universe. It's a cosmic wink, a playful dance of light that connects us to the mysteries of the cosmos. So grab a blanket, find a dark spot, and let the night sky work its magic. Whether you're wishing on a star or simply marveling at its twinkle, know that you're part of something infinitely larger than yourself. And hey, if you enjoyed this cosmic deep dive, why not share it with your fellow stargazers? Like, subscribe, and spread the starlight. After all, the universe is best enjoyed with good company and maybe a thermos of hot chocolate.